Hello students, now in this video let us see the properties of arithmetic mean. Now till in previous video we have been seeing how to find arithmetic mean for ungrouped data, for grouped data. For ungrouped data there are two types of series, arithmetic. Two types of series, that is individual series and discrete series. For them we have been seeing the formula to determine the arithmetic mean. Then for group data there are two methods, direct method and step deviation method. Those one we have been seeing previously. Now let me take some properties of arithmetic mean. So first property is that sum of observations is equal to the product of arithmetic mean and number of observations. That is, what does this? Summation xi is equal to n into x bar. It is obviously, the result for individual series is that x bar is equal to summation xi upon n. So take this n to this side. So this will be nx bar is equal to summation xi. That is same as sum of observations. This is sum of observations equal to the product of arithmetic mean x bar, the product of x bar and number of observations as such. Now the second property is that the algebraic sum of deviations of observations from their arithmetic mean is 0. That is summation xi minus x bar is what? 0. Now what is mean by deviation? Let me tell the definition of deviation here. The deviation, if xi is the ith observation, and capital A is any constant, suppose any constant, then the difference xi minus a, then the difference xi minus a is called as deviation, is called as a deviation of xi from a. Now xi is ith observation and a is any constant, then the difference xi minus a is called as the deviation of xi from a. Now therefore xi minus x bar is what? Is a deviation. If xi minus a is called deviation of xi from a, so here this is deviation of xi from x bar, And the same thing is here. The sum of deviations of observations from their arithmetic mean is what? 0. Now, the third property is that, the third property is effect of change of origin. Change of origin and skill. Change of origin and skill. So what does this say? The arithmetic, this property says the arithmetic mean is affected by both change of origin and skill. Change of origin and skill. Here that is same as to say, here let me write the result. If suppose yi is equal to xi minus a upon h, then according to this we get y bar is also, if yi is this, then y bar is also what? Y bar is x bar minus a upon h. It is in step derivation also we have been seen, or we can say x bar is equal to a plus h into y bar. This is nothing but di in step deviation. So if we change the scale, then the mean also changes its scale. That's why we add this arithmetic mean again here, and as we divide here by class width, so we will multiply by class width again here. Okay. Now the next property is that, the fourth property is about the combined mean. Means suppose a group is given to us, the group consists two different things, and the mean of those two different types of observations we have been calculated separately. Then how to calculate the combined mean? That is our fourth property. If we have arithmetic means and number of items. If we have arithmetic mean and number of items of two or more related groups, in which items are expressed in the same unit. Items are expressed in the same units. Then we compute combined mean of the groups. Combined mean of the groups by applying the formula. There is a formula. By applying the formula. And the formula is combined mean, so it is denoted by xc bar, that is equal to n1 x1 bar. N1 is what? Number of items in first group, and this is arithmetic mean of first group, plus n2 x2 bar, this is number of items in second group and mean of second group, upon the sum of number of items in both the groups, where, let me write those terms, where n1 is number of items number of items in first group. In first group. N2 is what? Number of items. Number of items in second group. In second group. Fine. Then x1 bar is what? Arithmetic mean of first group. Arithmetic mean of first group. x2 bar is what? Arithmetic mean of second group. Okay, and xc bar is what? Combined. It is what? Combined arithmetic mean. Combined arithmetic mean. Fine. These are the terms here. Now, in general, the same property, let me write in general. In general, if there are, suppose, k groups, in general, if we have k groups with means x1 bar, x2 bar plus and so on up to xk bar. Each group, k groups are there, each one having this means and number of items n1, n2 and so on up to nk. Then combined arithmetic mean is given by what? The formula is that what here? xc bar is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar plus so on up to nk xk bar upon n1 plus n2 plus so on up to nk. As such, this is the result for combined arithmetic mean for k groups. Now let us solve example on this. Let us solve the example on this combined group. So, example. Example is that find the means for the entire group of workers. Find the mean of entire group of workers for now what is the data? Here group 1, here group 2 is there. Now here mean wages and here number of workers. Now what are mean wages? Here in group 175 means this is the mean of that group, and number of workers are how much? 1000. And what is here? The mean is 60 and number of workers are 1500. Suppose. So here we get n1 equal to 1000, n2 equal to 1500. Fine. Then x1 bar is equal to what? 75. x2 bar is equal to 60. Therefore, here we have to compute the mean for entire group. Means we have to compute mean of entire group. Mean of entire group. That is combined arithmetic mean. That is combined arithmetic mean. Therefore, we have the formula xc bar is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar upon n1 plus n2. So n1 is how much? 1000. x1 bar is 75 plus n2 is 1500 and x2 bar is 60 upon 1000 plus 1500. So it will be 75,000 plus this is 90,000 upon this is 2,500. So it will be 1,65,000 upon 2,500. So this division will be 66. So we get the mean for the entire group of workers. The entire group of workers is 66. The mean for entire group of workers is 66. Now let me take the next example for this. Suppose the next example is the mean height, the mean monthly salary of 150 employees. The mean monthly salary of 150 employees in a firm or a company is rupees 20,000. The mean monthly salary of 100 senior employees is rupees 22,000. 22,000. Find the mean monthly salary of junior employees. Suppose this is the question. So what does ask in a question? Let x1 bar, two groups, senior and junior is here. So let x1 bar and x2 bar denote the mean monthly salary of senior employees and of junior employees respectively. respectively. Okay. Now here given that mean monthly salary of 150 employees of a firm, means this is a combined mean. This is what? A combined mean is given to us. Is how much? 20,000. Number of employees n will be what? 150. And here some are senior, some are junior. So let me assume n1 is for senior, n2 is for junior. So if n1 is for senior, so it is given us that n1 equal to 100. Therefore we can calculate n2. n2 is equal to what? N minus n1. So it will be 150 minus 100. So it will be 50. n2 is what? 50. Fine. Now by definition of combined mean, or the formula for combined mean, we have the formula is xc bar is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar. Now here this the monthly mean of 100 senior employees is given. So means what is given? One more thing is given to us. What is that? x1 bar. Here we have been assumed x1 bar for senior, x2 bar for junior. So x1 bar is given to us. That is how much? 22,000. Fine. So x1 bar with us. Our aim to determine the mean monthly salary of junior employee means x2 bar. Our aim to determine x2 bar. This one we have to determine. So the result is what? This much. Fine. So n1 is how much? 100. Into x1 bar is 22,000. Plus n2 is 50 into x2 bar as it is. Upon n1 plus n2 is how much? 150. So what does this calculation? And xc bar is also given. This is how much? 20,000. So take this 150 to this side. This is what? This is 30 lakh. 30 lakh. This is how much? 22 lakh. Right? Plus 50 x2 bar. So what we get here? This 50 x2 bar is equal to, take this on this side, so that will remain 8 lakh. Fine. 8 lakh. So x2 bar is equal to 8 lakh upon 50. 8 lakh upon 50. So these are get cancelled. So 5 divided by this one. So it will be 16,000. So x2 bar is what? 16,000. So we can say here the mean monthly salary of junior employees is 16,000. The mean monthly salary. The mean monthly salary of junior employees is rupees 16,000. Is rupees 16,000. This is the answer here. This is the answer. Now here we stop for today. In next video we will see the weighted arithmetic mean and also the corrected mean. These are about arithmetic mean, and later on we will start median, mode and so on. Thank you.